It seems fitting that I respond to the GSUSA transgender video. The first issue I have with the video is the girls' repeated calling of little girls transgender boys. At any age, any trans person is the gender which they self-identify as. Gender is a social construct. Your sex, not so much. Your sex is more of a medical thing. And I don't mean to get all terminological on you, but I am what we call gender blind. And if a bald person with a mustache comes up to me and tells me that they're a lady, then I will believe them. Or at least I will treat them as such. And the opposite is also true. If there is a person out there who's completely femmed up and they tell me that they're a boy, then that's how I'm gonna treat you. Because it's a really personal thing, and a very, very key part of any human's identity and life experience. For instance, if you were to take me, Emma, and assign the male gender to me, even though I'm speaking to you as a woman, you are going to miss an entire communication layer. Something is not going to click in your brain that will help you to understand me, understand the interaction that we just had. You're going to be very uncomfortable. Things are not going to line up in your head if you were to think of me as a boy. I know I've been through the interaction, the social interaction, many, many times. And it's vital that on some level there is an understanding of that person's gender identity by all parties involved. The next issue is the children are likely involved in some sort of therapy or family therapy or something like that, and they are trying to gather a healthy, constructive female social experience in the Girl Scouts. This is a thing that later transitioners don't have, and lament to a great degree. There's basically not a real reason to deny them such an experience. Take, for instance, myself. I can only give you personal examples, and I'm sorry. I would never try to impose myself as a male onto a girl in that sort of situation. That that sort of disrupts the chemistry, and it betrays the trust that is implied in that situation. You miss out on the female bonding and the friendship and the camaraderie, and you can't sort of become one of the girls if that's your intent. If you're living full-time as a woman and you are projecting a female identity at all times, it's the possibility that you're doing it just for the sex is incredibly it's negligent. They chemically castrate you with pills or shots. I mean, seriously, you give up your sex drive and your everything like that. I mean, we're talking about children, and these trans girls, these little girls, will likely have been on puberty blockers and will have almost no sex drive anyway. I mean, their social pressures are the social pressures of a little girl. They're not boys scheming to get into a tent with a group of girls. That's just not what it is. And I'm sorry, but you've been misled. And I really wish that people would understand, or try to understand and research the issue better, you know. There's no issue of imposition. These are just, as I have said, little girls who are trying to gain a portion of the female childhood that a lot of us just don't get. As far as boycotting the Girl Scout cookies, I'm gonna surprise you, I guess. I am not going to ask that people buy more. I know of quite a few people who would really like for those cookies to be made in a more environmentally friendly manner on a local level, or even by the Girl Scouts themselves. So I'm not going to ask you to buy more Girl Scout cookies. There are probably other ways to donate or support the Girl Scouts than buying cookies. I think they really need to go and look at a lot of stuff, need to address this, and respond in a mature manner. Anyway, I hope this wasn't too weird or circuitous. Bye.